Hey, everybody. This is Julie D with NordoniaHills.news, and welcome to Jabbering with Julie. Yay! Oh, this Facebook thing is a little different, and I am 2 minutes late because I was looking for a picture. Those pictures tend to hide in my folders on my computer. No lie. Well, it's also no lie that I have a lot to talk about once again. And you're going to have to stay and watch the show to the entire end, wherever which way the end is. Because I have big, fat news about Ipaki International Kitchen. I told you last week that I was going to have big, fat news, and I wasn't kidding. It's also cool news, but if I keep talking, I'll give too much away. Let's move along, shall we? All right. I just don't know where to start. Well, maybe I should start with sports since I have some tennis players behind me. We have a section of our website, NordoniaHills.news, of course, it's the website. And there you will find the latest in sports scores. Currently, we're in the spring season. So what you will find on there mostly is softball, baseball, and we're starting to get some track. We're still trying to get hooked up with the tennis scores. So if you know of anybody that has the tennis scores, send them my way. So anyways, this is probably one of the best spring starts that the Nordonia high school students have had. In the past, sometimes, the whole month of March and going into April, they haven't been able to play. So yeah, there's been some moving around and some changing of games, but it's been, definitely a good start. Well, speaking of school stuff, don't forget Nordonia kindergarten registration is still open. Your child must be 5 years old on or before August 1st. You're supposed to call 330-467-0580 to schedule an appointment. So that's kindergarten registration. I haven't went through that process for a while. My youngest is 21. But it seems like yesterday, filling out those forms. And I have 4 kids, so 4 sets of forms. Always a pleasure filling out forms. One of my faves. Not. Let's see what else. Oh, so this is fun. You might have seen on our Facebook page that a little kitten was looking for a foster family. And that kitten might have found a foster family, so that's good news. But the lady that's actually running this nonprofit for the cats says that Sister Rosie and Patchy also need a joint foster home. They are current on all vet needs and spayed. They are currently under the care of an elderly woman who can no longer care for them. They love to climb on their cat tree. They will need some time getting used to you, but they will be very rewarding once they come snuggle to you. And in the description down below, after the show, I will submit to you her contact information. And maybe this can be a regular thing because from what I understand, she has a lot of cats that need a home. So isn't that fun? Speaking of local, oh, there's a visual for this one. Let me pull up the visual. So this is all about Nordonia Chapel. They are going to be officially open, and their community launch day is next Sunday at 10:30. How exciting is that? So I first met Chase Jones 2 years ago, so that would be 2019, at the community expo, or I might have met him before the expo, but around that time. And he was so excited because his church was going to launch 2020 in March. And we all know what happened in March of 2020. So, he's still been able to get his message out in lots of different ways. So we'll have more information on his launch day in our social media and our website. But I wanted to make the announcement today. Okay, moving right along. It is, I should have said this after kindergarten registration, but I don't always talk about things in the correct order. If you're a loyal fan, you know that. But anyways, Safety Town. It's Safety Town time. So it's time to start thinking about registering for this year's Safety Town. So registration actually begins tomorrow. And the Safety Town this year is scheduled June 14th through the 18th. So isn't that fun? It just seemed like it was yesterday when they had the last one. Oh my God, time flies. What else do I have for you today? I have, well, okay, speaking of the school, let's kind of stay on the same theme there. I won't put this, oh boy, I just don't know what I did. I won't put this graphic up because it won't display well. But there is a GoFundMe for the Bernie Hoven Memorial Fundraiser. Their goal is to raise $5,000 for signage, engraved granite plaque, and a laid brick mount with Mr. Hoven's picture and his accomplishments placed on the baseball field grounds. So they're going to dedicate the baseball fields to. So Bernie Hoven, great dedicated man to the area. So anyways, information will be about that in the description as well. Hopefully you can help with that. Let's see. Okay, so speaking of the Rotary, let me see if I can share my screen. Oh, let's see if it'll do this. We are going to try our best to share a screen. If I can only find the screen to share. Ugh. Anyways, I'm not going to do that right now because I want it to work. Anyways, what I wanted to tell you is that the Rotary presented, and I think I mentioned this a couple weeks ago, the Rotary, Laurene Hills Rotary presented a Paul Harris Award to Joyce Hunt from the Emergency Assistance Center. And we now have a video up of the presentation on our YouTube, and it's on our website as well, and along with more information about it. So, and Rotary is the one that actually is, sponsors the Safety Town. So I wanted to mention that. And then we have a couple of new businesses coming to town. And that's one of my favorite topics for sure, is new businesses coming to town. And these two are kind of related in a way. One is Premier Martial Arts will be moving into the Master New Commons. There'll be more information coming. This is, very preliminary information that I usually get. Little tiny bits of information, and then we expand upon it, and as it evolves. So I'll have more information. This is I think they just signed the lease, so more info coming soon. Also, there is a Learning Ladder Gymnastics company, and they are moving to Northfield Center. The address will be 9447 Old 8 Road. And so for the last 5 years, they've been strictly a mobile business. They were mainly going into local schools and other facilities to teach classes. So later this month, they will be opening that facility. They will have a slow reopening of classes this spring, and then they'll have more classes, camps, skills clinics, and other special events starting this summer. If there's any way you can get involved, let them know. And again, I will have information in the description. My description is going to be really, really big today. All right, so let's hop back. I know I really shouldn't because this is what I do, I guess. There is a fundraiser for the Nordonia soccer team. Let's see if I can find it. You know how things tend to hide from me. Well, you know what? I know where it is. It's on my phone. So I will read it off my phone because this was just sent to me today. La-di-da. Okay, so the Nordonia High School Boys Fundraiser will be at, well, I should say when, April 22nd and 23rd. So let's see, April 22nd and 23rd. So that'll be a Thursday and a Friday. And guess where they're having it? Ipaki International Kitchen. So join them for a delicious way to raise money. With each order for this fundraising event, Ipaki International Kitchen will donate 25% of food sales to the Nordonia High School Boys Soccer Program. Again, this is going to start April 22nd and go to the 23rd. And I'll have the website and more information in the description. How about that? All right. So, and of course, I'm going to get to more Ipaki news. You just have to, cool your jets. I can tell you one thing. They now can offer businesses lunch packs. So it would be for at least 10 and up. 10 people in a local business can order their lunch so everybody can get what they want. For, obviously you have to have 10 or more. I probably said that like 10 times. So that's something new they're doing. And I know a lot of businesses in town, get tired of the same old thing and are looking for something different. Well, let me tell you, it's definitely different. But of course, that's not the big news. So speaking of restaurants, the Loose Moose is going to have I'm going to look at my phone again because my phone has the best attachments on it, I guess. So they're going to have entertainment this Friday. The Alley Cats girls, they have been there before, and they're a crowd favorite. Let me get you some more info on that. Here we go. All right. So they the Alley Cats are Logan Wells and Patty Ann, in case you know them. They do pop, country, folk, blues, rock, jazz, oldies, and more. So it's a variety for sure. And they're going to be performing Fridays, April 23rd, May 7th, the 21st. And they will be there 7 to 10. So the Alley Cat perform a wide variety of music styles to please audiences of all ages, from Sinatra, Patsy Cline, Stevie Nicks, Aretha Franklin, Lady Gaga, Sugarland, Janis Joplin, Little Big Town, Adele. This dynamic, entertaining group will leave you wanting more, and they want you to put on your dancing shoes. Well, I can sing like all those people too, but I just choose not to, because it's beneath me, really. Ha. Ha ha ha. All right. So there's always, it's always nice to know there's some entertainment in town besides, watching the neighbors. I'm just kind of picking on the Facebook groups because that's what I do. No, not really. All right, so let me go through my list and see where I am and make sure I didn't forget anything. See, here we go. We got a job listing from mnd.com. They are, and by the way, this information is going to be on our website and also in our paper. And it's newspaper weekend, so maybe I'm just a little more scatterbrained than normal because we're also working on that today. So they're looking for a full-time opening for inside sales rep, phone and parts counter sales. They need good computer skills. And by the way, this company is in the retail service environment. The job entails answering incoming calls, looking up parts and taking orders, phone follow-up on existing orders, answering emails, working parts counter, helping load, unload equipment, and other similar tasks. Ability to read illustrated parts, diagrams, and parts terminology helpful. Paid holidays and time off with pay increase after probationary period. The hours would be 9 to 5. Makes me think of the song. Monday through Friday, plus an occasional half-day Saturdays. The salary is it's hourly, not hourly. You know what I mean? $10.50 an hour to start during a 90-day probationary period, then performance-based review. And I will have the email address in the description so you can get maybe you want to send that information to somebody. We will eventually get that up on our website soon. We do have an ad going in the paper as well. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention. See, I knew we had a lot of stuff. All right. So I think I've been talking just about every week about bin treasures. Well, I was there once again at my Friday night visit, and they have a lot of new stuff in the general store. You can see behind me. The general store has a lot of new stuff in it. And the shipment I got for the bins, they got a lot of clothes, really nice clothes, some really fancy dresses, even some prom dresses. And I did tell them that if there were some prom dresses that didn't sell, because they only keep things so long, and what they don't keep, they donate. So I asked them, to make sure to remember Rockin' Frocks when they're looking for a place to donate the dresses that don't sell. Anyways, so I just have a few pictures just to kind of give you an idea of some of the items that they have. I noticed a lot of outside play equipment, for kids, wagons. They have trampolines. They also have a lot of treadmills and workout equipment. But I did notice a lot of outdoors type things. And I have never seen so many Keurigs and coffee pots and all different kinds of appliances. Large selection. Some of them are, it's kind of like a scratch and dent thing. Maybe they're overstock, but everything is new. And they do have some personal items, okay, so this is Fruit of the Loom. They're new, they're, no one wants to buy used underwear, that's for sure. But they have a lot of personal care items, personal hygiene items, and the prices are really great. So, if you're not interested, maybe a friend would be interested. Let me see if I put up all my pictures, because that is usually some area where I can't find them all. Okay, so I do have this picture. So if you've been following the show, you do know that Ipaki is moving. And yeah, that is big news, but it's not new. I mean, we've known this for a couple weeks now. For those of you that haven't seen the show or haven't seen the news about this, Ipaki is, first of all, I should say where they are now. Currently, they are located in Norfolk Center, right next to the Emergency Assistance Center. And they are moving in Sagamore Hills. I don't have the outside. That was the picture I was looking for. I know I have it somewhere. But anyways, they're in Sagamore Hills Plaza. If you're looking at the plaza from the street, you have Mark's over on the right, which in this case would be here. And then over on the left is where Ipaki is going to be. It's going to be right next to, there's a karate place on the very end there that used to be a bank. But the spot that they're in is where Subway used to be. So if you ever traveled over that way years ago and used to go to Subway, that's the spot. Anyways, look at this. They're like totally renovating the place, and they have things marked out, which, these plans on where they're going to put stuff might have changed because, that's what you do. You plan it all out and rearrange things as you go. So this isn't really the big news. Oh, by the way, we had a new dish there yesterday. I don't believe it's even hit the menu yet, or probably even doesn't even have a name. I call it Valley High, maybe because of the edible flour. But anyways, this was a vegan dish. It's on the sweet side. It has pineapple, if you can see right here. Really good. Lots of garbanzo beans and fresh veggies. Everything there is fresh. I love vegetable bowls like this. It just makes me want to slap some chicken in there, But anyways, and no, that's not the big news. Let's see. How should I tell you? Well, anyway, the news is very cool. And like I said, it's big, fat news. And why do I keep saying it's big, fat news? Well, you're hearing it here first. They are going to include in their restaurant a creamery. And what does that mean for us? That means ice cream. Yes, there's going to be another ice cream place in town. What? 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 No way. Oh, so that is the big news. We're going to have another ice cream place in town. Ipaki is going to have not just ice cream, West Coast ice cream, which you can't get around here. So let me see. The ice cream, like I said, is from the West Coast, and he's also going to have, oh, by the way, when I say he, you all know it's Kevin from the San Diego Taco Factory, right? So that's why there's a lot of West Coast things going on at Ipaki. But yeah, so don't come to them on a diet. No, this is like real ice cream. Yeah, you could really do some damage. And they're also going to have real gelato. That, obviously you can't get real gelato anywhere around here. And they're going to have fresh ice cream glacé. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. They're going to have La Dame Blanche, which I'm probably also pronouncing wrong. And they're going to have Swiss milk chocolate. A lot of their ice cream is going to be small batches. They're probably going to start off with 10 flavors or more. It's only, to begin with, only going to be scoops and shakes, but you just have to wait and see what all, they end up with. This is just very preliminary information, so they're probably going to expand on it. And just like the food, the ice cream will not take any shortcuts. So this isn't going to be a little, cheapy ice cream shop. This is like, it's kind of like the Ipaki food. It's like rich and delicious and really, really unusual for this area for sure. So it's nice to have other options, isn't it? So Kevin wanted to, so he had the San Diego Taco Factory, and he wanted to launch Ipaki because he wanted to do more than just tacos. And what killed the San Diego Taco Factory was COVID, and they had a lot of catering orders for businesses that wouldn't allow outside food to come in, or their employees went home, so there's no employees to feed. So that's what happened to San Diego Taco Factory. And it was a good time for Kevin to start over and expand upon his delicious tacos. So that he has. And he wanted me to tell you that what we're saying that Ipaki is going to be doing is just the beginning. He's got a lot of things that he can do now that, he's in a new location. And he will, as opposed to, again, here, I can't talk. His hours have been a little erratic lately, and it's because of all this big changeover that's happening. I don't know exactly when the new place is going to open yet. But, we're hoping soon, let's just say. Hopefully less than 2 months, let's say that. And so when it comes to the days he's going to be open, even next week, we're not sure. I think for sure he's going to be open on Saturday, but you'll have to go to Ipaki International Kitchen on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Stay tuned. Also we share the information out as well on nordonihost.news. Stay tuned to see the hours, because obviously this is a very transitional time. There's a lot going on, a lot that needs to be done. But he's hoping to at least stay open on Saturday, maybe more days. during this transition time. So please be patient. In the meantime, we can still have Ipaki, just not as many days as before. Oh, so anyways, well, that's my show. And coming soon, maybe even next weekend, will be my, it's kind of a sister show, I guess, Streaming with Julie. And so it might be next week when I do that. And I think that's going to be more of a monthly show. So Jabbering with Julie is not going away. I'm staying here. I've just always wanted to do a show about, what are you watching? So if you want, in the comments, you can put some, shows that you've been watching, either a movie or a TV series, or what are you looking forward to? And maybe we'll use that as a launching pad for the show next week. Anyways, I hope you have a great week, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.